So I've come to an expert today. He's got his doctorate of propanology from the University of Hank Hill in Arlen, Texas. So let's get some answers about your propane and why you have gas. So returning loyal viewers, thank you. I appreciate that. Any new viewers, I am Mark with the Art of RVing, and we are delivering fun, informative, sometimes crazy RV videos on a regular basis. Hit that subscribe button right over there and you will start receiving them. So let's check out this propane expert and get some answers. Here we go. Okay guys, so I've run into Lee here, of course, because he always fills my propane. He knows me well. And we're excited today because today Lee is going to tell us some answers on propane about what is tare weight and how do you determine the tare weight on each bottle.
On your bottle here on the side of your collar up here, you'll have the month and the year your bottle was built. After 12 years of manufacture date, it must be recertified 5 years thereafter. The tare weight's going to be on the side of your bottle as well, just next to your month and year it was built. Tare weight on your bottle is what the bottle weighs empty. That's how you determine how much is gas in there if it does not come with a gauge. It comes with a gauge. Gauge on there, it's not accurate, but it will give you something to go by.
Is it true that some bottles have different tare weights than other bottles?
Yes sir, they do. Some of them are 15, some of them are 16.6 on this particular one. Some of them are 17, and a lot of the newer ones nowadays are 18. Yeah. So the tare weight on there is different.
A lot of people think that they're the same on every bottle.
Yes sir, they do.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah, but that's not true.
So if you got like a home scale at home, you can always set it on the scale. And if it's close to, say you got a bottle that's 15, it's close to 18, you're fixing not be able to finish your burgers.
Nice. Okay, Lee, so tell us about the gauges here, like the gauge you buy to put on your propane paint. Tell us just some things about that.
This particular one has a QCC Acme nut on the end where it's easy to screw on your bottle. Right here is your gauge. It's going to show empty, low gas, and full. It's also on this end here where you can use the Acme nut off your grill, or on your RV, if it's got a POL, it'll go inside as well. This nut here is designed, if anything happens on the bottle, it will melt and it will shut off and not release the gas. These gauges here also are not always accurate. It's just something given customers to go by.
So it's better to weigh it, really, to have this to weigh it if you want it exactly, but that'll give us.
Exact. There's the only two ways there is you have no gas.
Right.
When you have no flame. And you can go buy your tare weight on the pot.
Yeah, and the no flame is no good if you're cooking dinner.
Right,
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't.
True.
Yeah. So
if you're constantly looking, you're not grilling.
Okay, so sometimes there's concern, Lee, about your tank frosting over or getting cold at the campsite. Is that dangerous, or why is that happening? So could you just shed a little light on that for us, Lee?
It's not dangerous because your tank's frosting over. There's about two scenarios on that. One, the tank's overfilled. Secondly, it's not keeping up to make vapor quick enough for your regulator to turn it from liquid to vapor to cook with.
Mm-hmm. Is it dangerous when it gets cold? If you feel it getting cold, what should you do?
You can either turn it off and let it unfrost itself, or you can take a drop light and just set it on top of the regulator. That'll help defrost it a lot more.
Oh, I got ya. But it will cut off the flow of the propane when it does that. When it frosts over?
It start getting slowing down. Your burners will slow up on the cooking side.
I got you, and so you just want to heat it back up. Right. I got you. Perfect. Inside the tank, what is an OPD valve, and what does an OPD valve do?
The OPD valve came about back in 98. They must be on every ball there is as far as a 20-pound cylinder, a 30-pound cylinder, and a 40. Look closely, there's a float right here. Say you bring your bottle in and it's empty. Once we hook up to it, start filling it to 80%, this float's going to automatically raise up. When it gets to 80%, it should shut off, but do not count on that. That's the main reason why we do open the spew valve on these valves here, because once the liquid comes out, it's 80% full, no matter what the scale setting that you do have it set on, and that's for the propane dealership use. A lot of times the spin wheel up here, people open it off too much and break this little screw. It'll strip out underneath it. I do know that they wouldn't, they come out with it for safety reasons.
Got you, right.
Because there'll be children that come up, open the valve, if adults not watching or anything, and gas is flowing, and you know, if they got some fire coming out of exhaust, if they got to it, you know, something bad could happen.
So the OPD valve is important.
Yeah, the OPD valve is important.
And don't screw the top off super hard and break your screw
all you
off.
got to do is crack the valve something like that and stop. Because the gas is going to flow the mount, same amount. If it's wide open or it's just open a quarter of a turn.
Oh, so once it's open, it's open.
And once it's open, it's open.
Oh, that's awesome, Lee. Okay, Lee, so one of the times I came in here, this is my line that goes from my propane over to my regulator, but it needs to be replaced. So tell me a little bit about why that needs to be replaced and how often it needs to be replaced, and the QCC washer also.
Personally, I would replace it every 2 years, whether it needs it or not. A lot of times, even though it's covered up on the bumper pull with the cover, it's still dry rot. Hoses will dry rot in due time. Normally, it leaks around these little crimps. But this one here is also designed, anything happens on that bottle, this will melt and then it's going to shut off. The best way, get some soapy dishwashing liquid, put it in a soapy water bottle and squirt it. If there's a leak, it will find it. It'll go to bubble it up.
What's interesting, show us the inside again, that washer. We can't see it, but I never knew this until Lee told me, but there's like an invisible washer in there and they can and do leak. Is that right?
Yes, it's going to be right behind this little QCC POL nut. There's a little white washer in there. A lot of people don't know it's there, but it has a tendency to leak at times.
And that's why it needs to be replaced
every 2 years at least, what I would do.
2 years. So what you have in your hand here, Lee, is a switchover, automatic switchover. And there's an inherent danger of the switchover, actually. And I need an expert to tell me a little bit more. So Lee, lay it on us, man.
Well, this is called a switchover. Normally it comes on your bumper pulls. A hose on your left side and a hose on your right side, so you hook up to your bottle. Now the next little feature to it is, whichever way this switch is turned, pointing left or right, that is the bottle you're using off your RV. If most of your bottles are full, this little cap right up here should be red. When one gets empty, it should turn to green. That gives you enough time to get it to the propane dealership and get that empty bottle filled before you run out of both bottles. But this is an automatic. It should switch over on this automatic. But personally, I would just go out there and look and switch this switch back to the full bottle, disconnect the other one, but when you do, you're still gonna smell gas coming out of the one you just hooked up. So you need to hook the bottle with it at all times.
So what you're saying is, even though that's your switchover valve shows to go to the right, as soon as it empties out, it will go to the left automatically, even though it's still pointing to the right.
Right, and you still come out here and switch it by hand as well.
And you prefer
I prefer you doing it by hand.
By hand, right? Yes, instead of that. So, and how long should you replace those, or is that something?
They should get last about 20 years.
Oh, so they're 20 years.
But you know, they're just like anything else. May last a year, may last 5.
Right, right. And the most important thing to know is that when you take one bottle off, the other one's hooked up. it still can put gas out of that hose on that side. That's something inherent danger you just got to watch for.
Well, it's designed not to, because on the hose it's going to have the shut off, because gas is not supposed to be flowing back through the check valve.
Right. So that's just a chance that you can't. So that's a chance you just can't take.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, Lee. So I bought these gauges that we're putting on there, and it came with this. Show them that Teflon tape, man. Came with Teflon tape, and we were getting ready to put them there. Tell us. He said they're just selling that. So should it have Teflon tape on there?
Well, on the bottle side, there should be no tape. No tape, none whatsoever here or there.
And you said if it was taped, then there's probably a leak in it.
There's a leak somewhere, and you must get it fixed.
So I love getting information from an expert. There is no substitution for that. Someone who does it every single day is a professional, fantastic. If you're not a subscriber, we are going to be putting out more videos twice a week. You know it. Fun, informative, all RV videos. So hit that subscribe button over there, over there, over there. I'm not exactly sure where it is. But anyway, and we're on Instagram. So until the next video, we'll check you.